Hello, hello, everyone. We are live in the studio, and I have a special guest with me on today. We are so excited for his appearance and what he has to share about his business, what he's doing to help and serve others. None other than Delroy Morgan. We welcome him to the gifting table.
Thank you.
Finally, welcome, welcome. And as we go briefly through his bio, we're not going to read his entire bio nor his accolades. You can always check out his website, beautiful website. So we're going to get dive into this. So continue to come in the room. We always say bring your pad, your pencil, your paper, whatever you need, whatever device that you need to take some notes. We are ready and we are going to get started. Yes, our topic for today is how to develop and manage your business strategies. Oh, who's ready? I'm ready. My hand is raised. Let's begin with his wonderful bio. Delroy Morgan, BSME, MBA, is the founder and president of Zing for Success Strategic Management and Planning. Delroy has expertise in strategic planning, business planning, access management, and financial assessment. He has over 30 years, not
30
one, not
years.
two, not three, 30 years plus of combined business and engineer operations experience. Mm. He
Mm.
has a whole lot of years behind him, and this is the person that you want to follow. Delroy has been instrumental in helping business streamline operations. He led corporation businesses transformation, managed the development and execution of corporate annual business plans and strategies for energy generation and distribution utilities, and provides training to small businesses. He has facilitated CEOs, VPs, and business units, employees through the corporate business planning process. Mm. He works with employees across the company to link actions aimed at improving overall customer slash client satisfaction and business owners value. So he has a lot to say on today, and we're going to stop that. And again, I say to you, I asked you, after hearing all of that, he is someone that you definitely want to follow, you definitely want to connect with because he is qualified 30 plus years to handle and teach you properly how to establish your business plan strategies. Even if you have one, you need to improve on it. Perhaps today you will learn that there are other components that you need to embed in your business plan. So get ready. And if you are ready, type yes in the comments because we are ready. Delroy is ready to receive you all. So we're going to get started. And with that said, again, bring your pad, pencils, tablets, iPhones, whatever device that you use to take notes because you're going to need them on today. So, our first question, Delroy Morgan. First of all, welcome to the gifting table.
Thank you very much, Linda. I really appreciate you inviting me here. And I have a real appreciation for what you're doing for businesses. So it's a tremendous pleasure to be on this show.
Well, thank you. Thank you, my dear. And what a pleasure and a privilege to be amongst experts and giants such as yourself in your industry. So I know I'm going to learn a lot from you on today. So let's get started with question number one. We see you today as a successful, well achiever of titles, degrees, and accolades. Tell us your story of why are you so passionate about helping business owners, corporations achieve and manage a successful business plan?
I've spent a number of years in the utility business, and through that, I have worked with business strategy and business planning and looked at what it took to get the cooperation to the next level. So, in working with that, I developed a real appreciation for what it takes when you have a carefully crafted plan and be able to achieve those results. And so, I am passionate about helping business owners because I think, especially during the pandemic period, where people had to pivot and look at what they wanted to do. There are a number of folks that are doing their small business online, and I just want to make sure I share that knowledge. Okay, I do that through teaching as an adjunct because I want to convey my knowledge.
All right. All right. Woo. You are passionate. You are passionate. I can hear it in your voice. I can see it when you talk about business planning and strategies because you have lived it, you wear it, you teach it, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
Now, question number two. Why is operating in a profitable business plan so important?
Most people that decide they want to go into business do that because they want to make a profit. And so it's important to understand what it takes to make that profit. I've worked with businesses, both small and large, and the bottom line is how can we make it to the next level? So I've become passionate about sharing with folks that the customer is of utmost importance. And if you focus on the customer, you will achieve the objective of meeting, whether it be shareholder value or partners value. You are lined up to do that. But there are some basic principles that you have to follow. And one of those principles is always be sensitive to the customer's needs.
Now that's so important. Talking about customer service, right?
Yes.
It's so important that we, as you said, be conscious about your customers' needs. And you're going to go further into details about that as well.
Yes.
Now we're going to kind of change our little format here a little bit
Okay.
because I want to ask you this question. Question number 3 that came in from our viewers. In a few minutes, because it's going to take a few minutes.
Yeah.
What was your life like before you realized others can benefit from the business experience that helped you to have a mind shift to becoming fulfilled by activating your gift of serving others at this
Yes.
capacity level?
Yeah.
Where were you? What were you doing before you decided with all
So
the
since I've been working for 30 years, right?
yes.
Many years ago, I grew up in Jamaica. So I'm an immigrant to this country. And so my parents and grandparents instilled in me the importance of doing well. And one of the early desire I had, this was through high school, I wanted to make sure I used the math and science capabilities that I had, and I wanted to pursue engineering. So when I came to the States and I ended up in New York City, one of the first things I wanted to make sure I did was to look for the college, the engineering college that I wanted to attend, because I went to high school in Jamaica. And I knew that I had to work because that was built into me. Do what it takes to put you in a position to get what you need to have done. So I worked for an insurance company in New York. I worked for an insurance company in Jamaica before. So I worked for Metropolitan Life. And I would say I am from a modest beginning. But I knew that if I focused on engineering, it would probably take me to a point where I could do well for myself and for my family. So I pursued engineering, got involved in the electric generating business, and I was primarily focused on design. But later on, I moved out of design because I was leading the effort there in terms of specific projects into corporate planning because I wanted to understand why and how the company worked. So I went back, I did my bachelor's at City College of New York for the engineering degree, but I went back for my MBA at Rochester Institute of Technology. And I really developed a passion for finance and the way things worked and used that to further my endeavor in terms of the business planning effort with the local utility that I worked for. So I hope that gives you a sense of where I started. I started really from humble beginnings. Most people would have thought, well, he's a poor kid from Jamaica. But even though I might not have had the monetary means, what I had was good guidance from my parents and grandparents. So I felt wealthy.
I had to take a sip on that. You know, you worked hard
I
to
did.
get to where you are today. You earned every bit of it. And thank you very much for pursuing your career. And I do not call us, the senior citizen patch. We are called seasoned adults with
Seasoned
wisdom.
adults. I love that.
Seasoned adults with wisdom because
Yes.
others can learn from us. Even other seasoned adults can learn from us.
Oh,
And
yes.
this is a perfect example. We're not
Yes.
going to tell you our age,
No.
but you can tell that we have been in this career, in this arena of business for many, many years. And we have
Yes.
strived and worked and continue our education to sharpen our skills, to stay on top
Yes.
of today's trends. Am I right about it, Delroy?
I think you're exactly correct. We had I had the passion to say, if I apply myself, there is nothing that's going to stop me, regardless. So
That's good.
the key is, if you're in a situation where you're struggling right now because finances may be the issue, don't make that an excuse. Try to find out, how could you move forward. In other words, I didn't go to the most expensive college, but I went to a college that was well recognized, and they provided an excellent curriculum. And then I kept applying for different positions. And as I did that, there was no one in that organization who could tell me I can't do it. I didn't believe it. So I believed in myself, that I had the skills and the capabilities to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And even though there are barriers that comes up at times, don't let those barriers stop you. Find ways to tunnel under the barriers and climb over them.
That's a good mic drop.
Thanks.
That's a good mic drop, because you said so much. Barriers. And two, we have to learn how to stretch our abilities, stretch the power.
Correct.
Yes,
Yep.
stretch that power
Yep.
within us, because we all have it within us, right?
Yes.
Delroy?
And I like the idea of stretching, but we are also resilient.
Yes.
So we'll be back centered and be stretched again.
There you go, the resilient piece of it. You see this?
That's
and
right.
Stretch, like you said, over again. So
Yes.
on that note, we are going to take a commercial break, and our commercial break is only a few seconds. So we want each and every one of you to stay tight, because we have some more with Delroy Morgan as he explained and give you answers to some of the many questions that you have remaining. So bear with us as I get this all in motion here. And I'm trying to get my keyboard together, but we are going to get it done. We are going to get it done, because we definitely want you to receive as much information as possible from Delroy on today. And if you're interested in contacting him, we will be posting that information as well. He has a website, he has some classes coming up. So stay tuned. And after commercial break, we will be right back at you. Okay, we did say it was quick, right?
That's right.
We couldn't blink, because you never know what's going on with the board, the back room, and everything. So welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. And as we dive deeper into our segment here, the interview with Delroy Morgan, we are going to go to our next question. Our next question is, Delroy, are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Question number 4. Can you help those businesses that are startups and self-employed with their business plan?
The answer is definitely yes. So I could help a sole entrepreneur or an organization that's much bigger. And what I've provided to business is to, when I develop a business plan, the first thing we focus on, and we said we would get back to this because it's primary, we focus on the customer, what their needs are. But before we even do that, I have to understand what is your passion. And that passion is going to tell me that, yep, this is my mission and vision, and here is what I want to do. And we sit down and determine, okay, this is the right product line, but now we must look at the pricing. And I have worked with individuals and organizations to do a pricing of their product. Essentially, when you decide to sell something, you now have to determine what is it going to cost me to either make the product or to purchase the product. That price that's set for that product, you need to understand, okay, so what will I sell that for to make a profit? And that's what's considered as your margins. When you subtract your product costs from your revenue or what people are paying for the product, then you're left over with that gross margin. Keep in mind that that has to cover your costs in your business. So that's a problem that if you're a small business or you're a big business, you have to address that issue. So I could work with anyone, and you could go to my website. It's zingforsuccess.com, and send me a contact message, and I could work with you. So did that answer your question, Linda? And there it's on display on the screen. That's my email address. And I am offering consultation just to spend some time with you and understand what is it that you want to accomplish. I get inspired by you wanting to do business and wanting to accomplish an objective.
Now, get this, people, whether you're a sole entrepreneur, corporation, or just starting out, he will allow you 1 hour free consultation. Most people only give you 15 minutes, a half hour, but Delroy is offering you 1 full hour. You can get a whole lot of answers, a whole lot done. And after you are finished with him, hopefully, prayerfully, you will sign up with him so that he can continue to pour into you, to teach you all the tools, the strategies, what he have learned over the years and still learning how to operate a successful business plan. Okay, with that said, because I can go on and on and on about this, Delroy, I truly can. But we want to, because of time, we really want to get into our next segment and so forth. Now, for any size business that is struggling to meet the day-to-day account payables, give them 1 or maybe 2 if you feel like it, if you feel the to move forward.
Right.
You can do 2, but no more than 2. Okay.
How about 3? No,
well,
2.
Not 3, because they need to pay for 3.
Okay.
They need to pay for 3.
Okay.
But at least 2
right.
suggestions on how they can fix whatever is they're struggling with.
Right.
so that
Okay.
they can receive a profitable account.
Yes.
Now, don't
So,
exceed two.
right. Okay. So the issue is accounts payable. All right. And so I'm going to look at two main things. Um, one of them is making sure you market sufficiently. And in this era of using the internet, using your website, you want to make sure you have enough pull with customers so you could increase your revenue. So whatever the product you're offering, you need to package that in terms of what does it do for the customer? What value does it give to the customer? Because you need to make it sure it's desirable for the customer. And one way to ensure that you have customers is to ask the customer, okay, what is it that you like? What would you like to do? And that's where I help you with crafting a survey that goes directly out to customers. So that's number one. Number two goes for the folks who struggle with selling a product and have to collect later. All right, so that's where you're not using either a credit card or cash system. You're selling the product and now you have to collect. Please pay attention to the accounts receivables. All right, that's the company's money in the customer's hand, right? They haven't paid you yet, so you've performed the service, but you haven't collected. So if an accounts receivables go to 90 days and go to 120 days outstanding, you're in trouble. So it's worth having someone, and if you're a smaller business, having your wife or your husband, depending on who is the primary in the business, pay attention to the accounts receivables.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. And I read on your website that for those that, and I forgot exactly what you call it, and you could help me with this, Delroy. Even if you're new and you're starting out and you want to prove yourself and you're trying to gain customers and you have them pay like on time, you
Yes.
trust them. But now we're giving them a bonus right now. So this is their
Okay.
bonus, okay?
Okay.
This is their bonus. Give them at least one suggestion to be aware and how they should set up that particular, what do you call it? A pay later, buy now, pay later, or on time.
Or performance measure.
Yes.
Yes. So you could buy now, pay later. To be honest with you, I subscribe to getting your money at delivery. Okay, that's what I subscribe to. But I understand that some of you may be in the business of where you have to offer the service. I really believe that my suggestion to you, I would keep asking you, is there a way you could get the money up front? If not, it's important that you write very good contractual agreements. Okay?
Wait. I want you to repeat that. I want you to repeat it because they need to hear that.
It is very important that you have good contractual agreement. They don't have to be very verbose unless you're a bigger company, but you need to figure out what is my promise to the customer. So you identify that. You need to establish when they need to pay. And you could also get progress payment, which means as you do part of the work, you get paid some of the money. And if they're missing those, that's an early indication that you're going to have trouble with this contract. So you need to pull out your contract and say, wait a minute, we agreed that we would be doing this. It's not happening.
Now, you mentioned something very, very important, and I'm trying to run the board and so forth. Agreements are very, very important. Legal agreements, because
That's
you can
correct.
always, if you have to, unfortunately, if you have to go to court, you have to go to court. But that's your money. But
Yes.
let me tell you something. You have already rendered a service to these individuals, to these corporations as well.
Yeah.
They are collecting money on the other end. So keep in mind that they're making money from what you have already taught them. So
That's right.
if they are if they're bringing money in to their corporation, their business, that is enough money. And it should be, correct me if I'm wrong, Delroy, it should be included in your agreement. As
That's
they
correct.
make money, they will pay you.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, that's a mic drop. That's a mic drop. I
You
know
know,
we're
and keep in mind that an agreement is for mutual benefit.
Yes.
So the customer or the client knows what they are going to get, and they also know what your expectations are.
Yes.
So that agreement is very important. It's also important that if it's a real detailed agreement that you haven't done before, and I'm going to say this, you run it by your lawyer, because sometimes there may be certain clause that, you know, it's not tight enough, or it leaves too much room for interpretation.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Well, we have enough time, and I want to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
And yeah, just, we're going to actually do your commercial break, because we are so excited about the work that collaboration that both
Collaboration.
you and
That's
Coach
an important
Jacqueline,
word.
yes, you and both Jacqueline Turnbow did on your promo.
Well, let me just say this.
Yes.
That's awesome customer service. Okay. I contacted her. I said, this is what I'd like to change. No problem. Okay. I'll get it done for you. So I want to commend her here. And if she's listening, you did an excellent job. That's the focus
Amen.
of customer service. Because
Amen.
guess what? The next time I'm looking for something like that, who am I going to think of first? Jackie.
Yes. And Worthbeingology Group LLC, we offer many, many services, because
That's
we
right.
have entrepreneurs lined up in various fields that could do and get the work done for you, such as Coach Jacqueline Turnbow, such as now Delroy Morgan has joined our team as our business planner. He will help you with your business plan, and we are so excited. If you're looking to write a book, I mean, we can help you from the alphabet A to Z. And we have various plans. If you're missing something, if you want to get starting with the Worthbeingologist, redefining those gifts that is still lurking inside of you, saying, let me out, let me out, let me out. They want to get out because you have a story to tell.
Oh,
and
yeah.
On that note,
I'm a testament to that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being part of our team as well. We love you and welcome to the Worthbeingology Group LLC team. So we're going to take a brief commercial break. And as we did before, it's going to be brief. So just bear with us as we go through all these. We have to go through not a whole lot, but it's very interesting. And we also show you, if you're interested in learning how to do StreamYard onto 3 platforms, 4 platforms, contact your girl. I'm here to help you. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We are back, and we're going to wrap things up. But before we do, thank you very much, Coach Jacqueline Turnbow, for collaborating with Delroy Morgan on this awesome design of his promo. And you can reach Coach Jacqueline Turnbow at Vision Concept One, and we will place her contact information in the feed as well so that you can have that. Okay? She could be found on any and every platform there is of social media. Okay, now we're going to go into our very next question. How crucial is it to plan, set up, and manage a cash flowing business plan?
I think a cash flowing business is essential. One of the questions you asked me earlier was making payroll, right?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you definitely want to keep your employees happy, because your employees are the face of the company. All right, for those of you who have employees. And if you don't have employees, you have to be the employee, the owner, all of those. So setting up a cash flow business, like you want to understand, first of all, you want to establish a budget for the year. In other words, what's your revenue going to be? What's your costs going to be as a projection? And if you're starting out new, just estimate what you want it to be. And that's something I could help you lay out. All right. And the reason that cash flow is important, you have to pay your bills at the end of the day. If you have vendors, you have employees, you got to make sure they are paid. I hope that answered the question on the cash flow question.
Very much so. And thank you very much for taking us back through that, because it's very important that, as Delroy mentioned, that you have not just employees, but you have to pay yourself, right? You're doing all this work.
That's right.
Yeah, right. You're putting in your time, energy, and effort, spending time away from your family. So you deserve to be paid as well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very crucial, because you're only setting yourself up for failure. And Delroy, he doesn't want you to fail. That's why he is here with us today. He is here to help you. He is offered and still offering that 1 free hour of consultation. And we can pull that up on the screen, because we definitely want you to write down this information. Okay, that's you can reach him, email him at delroy.morgan@zingforsuccess.com. And what word is it that you would like for them to include in that email?
So there are two things. The free consultation, just put the word consultation.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The word consultation.
So if you go to the contact page, you click, you put your name in, put your email address, and then in the message box, put the word consultation. I will set up an appointment to work with you.
Okay, now with that said, because this is going to be aired and we're so excited, and thank you very much, Delroy, for being with us at the gifting table today, because you are dropping so many gems for the people to hear and receive. This will be aired on not only Facebook, but we will also have it aired on YouTube as well as on Twitter. And we're going to figure out a way to place it on Instagram as well as LinkedIn. So,
Excellent.
on any of those platforms, hear us out. You go to his message box, Delroy Morgan. You see his handsome face, right? You see him.
Thank you.
So you can't confuse him with any other Delroy Morgan that's on the any platforms. You click on message. Send him a message if you're interested in that 1 hour free consultation. You
Right.
put in the word consultation.
Right.
And
Now,
go
one thing I'd like to emphasize. I like people who act now.
Yes.
Because it's important for them to act. So I want to keep that open until May 9th, which is Monday, right? But if you missed out, when is the program aired on those other channels, right?
Well, I'm prayerfully I'll be able to. Right now, we are on Twitter and
Yeah.
YouTube. However, it's going to take me at least until maybe a couple of days, 48 hours to figure
Yes.
out the LinkedIn as
Yes.
well as Instagram. So can you stretch it? Maybe give them at least another day?
Okay, let's move it 2 days. May
Okay.
11th. May 11th. If you act by then, I'll honor this.
Good.
All right.
Good. You got that, people? You got that? He's here he aims to please because he wants you to receive. You can go anywhere. You can choose any person, that entrepreneur, anyone in the business planning field to help you. But you're in front of someone who comes with 30 plus years of experience and still learning new techniques, new trends to work with you so that you can be on top of your business plans. Okay,
Right.
so he's extending it until what day?
May 11th.
May 11th.
At 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time. Okay.
Yes, 12
Yes.
p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we do have another question before we get to your closing final remarks. Is it good to implement a product? Oh, I think this is something. Okay, this is coming back up again because
Okay.
apparently someone is concerned about this product on credit category in your business plan when you're just starting a business. Someone that snuck in on me, and I know you've already answered it, but apparently it's important and they did not get it. So
Okay. So if you could repeat the question for me again, please.
is it good to implement a product on credit category in your business plan when you're just starting a business? And this comes from someone who is new in business and they're maybe did not do what you're saying to do So
Right.
please emphasize that again.
Now I realize that some businesses you have to do the service and then you get paid later. There are some businesses like that. If you're not locked into that type business, it's good to even get a down payment, right? But there are a number of businesses out there where you have to do the service first because the customer wants to make sure they get a finished product. But the key is what I mentioned earlier, make sure you don't sit on it. First, you get an invoice out at the time of the service and then get paid. But I would encourage if you could get paid right after the job, or if it's a product, you get paid at that time anyway. The thing is, bring in the money when the service is done, or if it's a lengthy job, get progressive payments. That's my recommendation.
And that's a very good recommendation. That's a very good recommendation. And while you're at it, can you give us your website again
Yes,
for the
that
people?
is, right now you're seeing on the screen the word Zing for Success. So just put a .com on that, zingforsuccess.com.
Great, great. And we will make sure that it's listed in the feed, the comments section as well.
That's
Okay.
correct.
So that ends actually okay. Let me see. Oh, you've already said this. In closing, and we have 2 minutes. Can well, number one, we're going to go to your classes. We don't before we go to your closing remarks, let's talk about the upcoming class that you have coming up, and you can let the people know how they can easily connect with you.
Okay. I have a upcoming class tomorrow. It starts at 6:30. And the objective of that class is how to write a business plan, where I go through the specifics. There are actually 10 critical elements that I cover in preparing a business plan. Now, the intent of the business plan is not to write it and put it on the shelf. The intent of the business plan is to make it live, make it active. So what we do, we talk about the mission, the vision, your marketing strategy, and also we talk about the financial piece of this, because there are a number of people that write business plan and they don't put in the financials. And of course, the reason you're in business is to be successful. Zing for Success. So there on the screen, if you would go to our contact page, type in the word biz plan, we're going to give you a discount off of that. So once you fill that out, put in your email address, we'll send you the coupon. So when you register for the course, that's normally $150, you're going to get $100 off. Okay? And that also is going to go through the 11th, because we like for people to act on these issues if they're serious about it. So that's the overall objective there. So there will be a business plan course on that's tomorrow, and there will be another one on May 19th. So we have two courses. When you register, select the appropriate course. We have two courses listed on the website. So if you go to the website right now and just go to that link and put in the word biz plan, we'll send you the information for you to get a discount on that class. All right. And we still have spot open for tomorrow, and then we are filling up the 19th.
Okay, so that means entrepreneurs, corporations, business owners, you must take action now. If you want this, you want to achieve, here we are in the second, are we in the second quarter? Is this the second quarter? The
March,
second quarter of the
yes,
year
yeah,
2022.
yes.
So if you don't get started now, the year will be almost over. You will be planning for 2023.
Yeah.
But Delroy wants you to get started now. Get that jump start so that you can begin to pivot into where you need to be right now in your business. All
And
the
if you
plans.
have an existing business plan, this may help you to figure out what is it that I could do to improve the process.
Ooh, yes, yes. Now, did my team put that in correct? That link? I see a
Yes,
/contact at the end. Is that correct?
yes, /contact.
Okay.
The word, you don't need the word type.
No,
Just
you
type the
type the
word business.
word.
Yes,
Yeah, you type the word.
that's correct.
Okay.
And if you're on right now and you have two screens up, boom, you could type that in and you'll go directly to what I'm referring to here.
Get it done. Get it done. Take action now so that you can receive. Now, he said it normally costs $150, right?
Yes.
He is giving you a $100 credit. So it's only costing you $50. Now, how long is this course? How long is
the course is runs 2 hours. Okay, so the course runs for 2 hours, and it gives us enough time to go through all the elements and for folks to ask questions. By the way, once you leave the session, if you have questions, you already have my direct email. You could send questions as follow-up. So we're not just giving you the course and leaving you out on a limb to fly. We're saying we're going to support you to the extent that we can, but the cost is for the course.
Okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. And direct contact with Delroy after the fact, after the course class have ended. And tell me something, will they have access? And if so, how long will they have access to the recording? Will you allow them at least 2 days to come back?
Yes.
Or
typically, I don't, and I could make that very clear here. I don't send out recordings, okay? But like I said, you have access to me, and if you have some clarifications or questions, I could respond to those.
Okay, and another question that's being asked.
Yeah.
This is a live Zoom call, right? Meetup.
That's correct. It's a live Zoom call. So when you register for the course,
yes,
you will get a Zoom link.
Yes.
You could tie in directly. I teach the course and I take you through the steps, and you have questions you could ask, and I make sure that before I leave, your question will get answered. Now, if it's something that I don't know and I can't answer, then I'll get back to you on that. But typically, if you're asking something around business plan and the strategy and the mission and the vision and what I need to do for my financials, I could answer those questions.
Okay. And might I add, this is business etiquette. Yes. I'm going into business etiquette now. When you come on a Zoom live, I know there are times you do not know if it's a live or not, if your face will be shown. And I'm going to say, Delroy, and correct me if I'm wrong. Will you be able to see the people's faces in this class? Will they be able to interact and be
Yes.
live and see one another?
Yes, it's
Okay.
very important for the discussion.
Okay.
So we make sure we ask you to
The cameras
make
are
sure
on.
the camera is on
Yes.
and that you interact with other individuals. And if you have questions, and it's important that you see me. I'm not
Yes.
in the background, okay?
Yes.
Because we want to be upfront so that you could ask your questions. You could, we get to know you. This is a relationship type business, and we want to make sure that that's okay. Now, if for some reason somebody just insists that they don't want their camera on, I don't know why, but let's say they insist. Okay, we could do that. All we ask is that you mute your microphone when you are not asking a question so that we don't get background noise and interrupt the others in the class.
Okay. Now, I just want to add some more etiquette, business etiquette to all of this. This is a sister helping a brother out. Okay.
Okay.
And other entrepreneurs, other coaches. And I know I'm sometimes guilty of this too, which I am improving. But it's very important that when you come on a Zoom call, if you cannot turn on your camera immediately, get yourself together, sisters. Comb your hair, do what you need to do, if it's makeup, whatever, to beautify yourself, because it's very important. And men, comb your hair, have a shirt on and not your t-shirt, or coming without a t-shirt. Be presentable, because any and all coaches use their Zoom meetups, classes in their store. So it's important that you support them by turning on your cameras and engage, because it helps them too. And then it helps them to pour into you even more and more. You come thinking that you're just going to get maybe he said 2 hours, is it? 2 hours of power, but he may
Right.
give you he has to stay within the 2 hours. But
That's
maybe,
correct.
it depends on how the flow is going and the answers
Yeah.
and so forth. He may decide, okay, well, if it's okay with everyone, then let's go another half hour. But
Yeah.
the main thing is for him to stay on track, on time. And
Yes.
he definitely wants you to understand and realize, and this is for all the coaches, I repeat, they sell these recordings, or they use them, they sell them in their store later on at a higher price, because it's all about leveraging,
Yes.
monetizing. Okay. He's giving you the discount. So please respect that. And on that note, I just had to put out some business etiquette. But what is it that you have to say, Delroy, in your closing statement? Please let us know.
So I really appreciate that, Linda. The key here is I am passionate about helping business owner. One of the primary reasons is that if we have healthy businesses in our community, that's just going to help that community to strive. So when we talk about Zing for success, I equate that to strive for success. And it's our objective to help you to do that. You have a passion for something, you need the help to make sure that passion comes alive in you. That's why I'm there. I'm there to help you. You may look at credentials, but the key is you got to start somewhere and build on that. And I just encourage all of you to take advantage of this opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. And by the way, there is no stupid question. So the questions you have, we may have to clarify it, but we're going to answer your questions.
Okay, well, that's on the class, but in closing remarks, okay, it's 6 o'clock. So we thank you very much. Unless you have maybe a minute you want to spend on just letting the people know, period, the end, about your overall business planning.
Yeah, so the overall business planning, why it's essential, if you have to get a loan from the bank or you have to get any startup, it's essential that you have a business plan so you share it with either your investors or your employees. This is motivating when they see you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail. And we want you to plan to be successful. So that's my overall summary. We wish you would take advantage of this and feel free to contact me. Like I said, I really appreciate what Linda is doing on this forum and continue to support her.
Thank you so much. And with that said, we're going to sign off on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for now. And please reach out to Delroy Morgan. He has his classes listed here, and everything will remain on those 3 platforms, as well as we're going to post it on Instagram and figure out LinkedIn, get it posted over there so that this recording can be placed on all 5 platforms. We thank you very much. And if you are interested, if you're a corporation, business owner, small or large, if you are interested in becoming a speaker, a guest speaker on this platform, reach out to Linda L. Robinson, aka Worthbeingologist, visionary life coach, founder and CEO of Worthbeingology Group LLC. You can find us on many, many platforms. We're not hard to find. And very soon we will be expanding. Yes, I'm going to announce it here today on Clubhouse. So you want to be part of this tribe because we're moving forward, and we have a great team supporting us, holding us up, such as Delroy Morgan, Coach Vanessa Collins, and Coach Jacqueline Turnbow, and many, many more. Thank you very much. And thank you, Delroy. And
I appreciate it.
Oh, don't go. Stay right there. Even after I sign off of these platforms, don't go anywhere.
Great.
We're going to wave goodbye, throw you hugs and kisses as we always do. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.